Hi, my name is Michelle McCormick. I work at Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center. I'm the assistant controller. I went to the University of St. Thomas in St. Paul, Minnesota, and my degree is in accounting. And one piece of advice I'd give to an undergrad is to keep your options open. There are a lot of different opportunities in a lot of different places, and keep all that in mind.
My name is Cameron McClurg. I graduated from Seattle Pacific University with double major in accounting and information systems. I work at Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center as a solutions architect. The one piece of advice I would give for both undergrads and for people early in their career is try to differentiate yourself. So for me, that was trying to add the technology side and the accounting side. But for other people, it might be finding something that their personal interest is with their career interest and trying to meld those two together to make sure that they have a job that they really, really love.
Hi, my name is Jean Nichols, and I work at Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center. I'm the manager of the financial systems. I attended the University of Washington initially and got a speech communications degree. I went to then Seattle Pacific University to pursue accounting, and then I went to community college for 2 years to get information systems certification, and then went to Bellevue College to get project management certification and several other certifications. The advice I would give is to network. Use your network. Be a part of the LinkedIn or other network, social network sites, and build on your relationships and continue that throughout your career.
Okay, so the mission at the center is the elimination of cancer and related diseases as causes of human suffering and death. And that sounds like really, really lofty, and that's exactly what is the goal of Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center.
And all of this entire goal is to reduce mortality and improve the outcome of people with cancer. And on top of that, because of this research, scientists are now trying to use a bone marrow transplant on other types of diseases like autoimmune diseases and AIDS.
And I think even more than that, when you've got an organization that's organized around a mission, that brings people together. And so most of our work efforts end up being collaborative work efforts.
First of all, nonprofit does not mean not profitable. We really do care about the bottom line. We are just not giving it to owners or shareholders. We are using it to reinvest in our organization, build new buildings so we can house more scientists and do more research and find a cure for cancer and infectious diseases. We have financial statements, and instead of a balance sheet, which we sometimes still call a balance sheet, it's technically a statement of financial position. And some of the other things are slightly different, but it's still a lot the same. There's a statement of functional expenses because a lot of people really care how much you spend on your programs versus how much you spend on management and general and administrative. And everybody really cares how much you spend on fundraising, which is unfortunate because they don't want you to spend money to make money. But that is one of those things that's changing now too, but we also really focus on that. So we still have to file tax returns, and we do still have to care about these things. And nonprofit generally means not subject to federal income tax. We still will generally pay sales tax, we pay B&O tax, we have to do those filings, we care about all this stuff. Instead of filing an 1120 though, we file a 990, the information return. The donations are really important, and you account for them based on donor intent. If they want it to go to a specific type of cancer research, we have to track it that way, and then we call it restricted, and it's permanently restricted. That'd be like an endowment. You get $1 million and it's permanently restricted. You only use the income from that. Or temporarily restricted, that you have to use it for cancer research, and once you use it for cancer research, whatever type it is, you can count it. Or unrestricted, which means wherever needed most, and we can cover cool, new, cutting-edge things with that kind of gift.
But as you can see, the big blue chunk of the pie chart is all from government funding. So the Hutch is about 80% funded by grants provided by the government. And because of that, it makes my job a little bit more unique than it might be if I was in a for-profit company, because we have to worry about overhead. Because by accepting these government funds, we have to negotiate a rate with them and are obligated to report how we spend it. So this is our indirect rate. It's negotiated with the Department of Health and Human Services. And once we negotiate it with them, we have to report annually on how we're spending our costs, and prove to them that yes, we actually are spending 76% of our grant base, and we're using up all of the F&A revenue that you provide for us.
When you get a federal grant, right now, if you get more than $500,000 in federal grants, you are subject to something called a single audit, and I think that's a weird word because it's your second audit, because you have a regular financial statement audit, and then you have an A133 audit.
So I thought the Fred Hutchinson presentation was really cool. It was a chance to see the difference between not-for-profit companies and for-profit companies, and he had a really cool flow chart that they showed about how if for not-for-profit companies, there's many business aspects that go into the company, all their revenues and expenses and operations, and how those all together drive their mission. And that was really different. They explained how that's different from for-profit companies where the main focus is driving profit.
So today I enjoyed the Fred Hutchinson presentation, and it was very interesting to see how many different people without accounting backgrounds went into their nonprofit and how they use their accounting in nonprofits. And it was also very interesting to get an insight and see what they're doing with their grants and see what is behind all their research.